This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.
And we're back.
Hey y'all.
We back.
Welcome back to We Them Girls Podcast.
It's a new week.
It's a new week. Another day, another dollar is what they say.
No holla.
That girl Mel here.
Annabelle in the cut.
And we got another guest, y'all.
Introduce
Come on,
yourself.
y'all.
Look, I'm like, this is my turn.
Yeah.
My name is Darius. Darius Berry. You want me to tell him like my business? Like where you going?
What do they call you? Dolo?
Oh man, that's completely separate.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you gotta do your homework. We gonna roll with Darius on it.
Right.
But yeah, I have I won't say mental health. It's more so independent caregiving
Mm-hmm.
to where we help individuals with like developmental disabilities and intellectual disabilities like autism or ADHD, for example.
Mhm.
We help them inside the homes with like whatever their needs are, cooking, cleaning, shaving, stuff like that.
That is dope.
And then we also take them out in the community and do a plethora of things with them as well.
Mhm.
But,
So are they in a like specific home or you go to their home?
it's all different. Some of them live with their parents. Some of them live with actual other agencies that
Mhm.
actually have them in like staff residencies or have them in homes. So some of them live, like I said, with an agency, and some of them live with their parents,
Mhm.
or even some of them may be, well, even the ones that are their own guardians, they still live with somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Well, we're going to get into how you got into all of that a little bit later.
absolutely.
But one, thank you for coming on the couch.
Mhm.
No, absolutely.
Joining us.
I appreciate the invite.
Yeah,
course,
me and
of
Darius,
course.
we go back like 4 flats.
Hey, for sure.
I'm a week.
Hey, Darius was my dog. Listen, y'all don't even know. What was it? Florence-Lee days?
Middle school.
Honestly, yeah, y'all could definitely go back.
Literally.
Now look at us. Everybody got a business doing their own thing.
Right. That's
That's
how it's
dope.
supposed to be.
It's
All
dope.
grown up and things.
I know. Now we see each other at the gym.
Right.
I
Getting
told
it
Ian,
in.
I said, hey, Darius is big dog in the gym. Right?
Hey, nah, it's just discipline. That's
Yeah, right.
Dude, I be saying the same thing about you when I see you. I be happy when I see you.
That's what it takes.
When I be like, where's Deanna at? Hey, I
I
don't
was like,
play.
she'll be here a little later.
Yeah, I gotta come a little later.
We be in there, though.
I be trying to get in on Saturday and Sunday now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I be missing like that Thursday, Friday sometimes when I had to work early, but like I went today. I was glad I made it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, shoot. That's all right. Making up for what you missed.
Yeah.
I did
It
my
definitely it takes this
body and leg day.
early.
Sure do. Y'all be in her.
If I don't get it out the way, it'd be so hard to get in the gym. Like,
Yes.
and then it's just something about like when the sun come up. If I get up and the sun's already up, I know I'm behind. Like,
Yeah.
so,
It feels good to get it in while you know everybody. Well, the majority of everybody else is still asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you feel like you're super productive. Like you
100%.
really, you really doing something
Yeah.
for sure.
and you get that time in the very beginning of your day to yourself
Mm-hmm.
before you got to give all your energy out to everybody else. You taking time for yourself in the very start of the day. It feels good.
I would say too about the gym. It's like I feel like even if I don't do nothing that day, if I worked out, I feel like I was productive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
for
feel like
sure.
I was
You accomplished
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
For sure. But we like to start off with a segment called Free Yourself.
Okay.
And so this segment is just getting something off of your chest, good or bad. So it could be a praise report, it could be something you're excited about, something you're proud of, or it could be something that just irritated you, something that you just really need to get off your chest, something that you done seen on social media that done pissed you off. Anything. You can go either way
Yeah.
or both.
That's a lot to. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it business though. I mean, that's probably not.
That's fine. You
But,
can say whatever you want.
Within our first year, I'll say we were on 18th and Muhammad Ali. That's where our office is located right now. But we just signed a lease to go like downtown on 3rd Street in a 620 building. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it, but that was a big accomplishment for me. Just within the first year to be able to um, move and be in a better location and, just expand. So,
That's dope.
That's dope.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
yeah, thank you.
We love people leveling up.
Don't start that.
You know I'm gonna start the second episode we done recorded today. But anything you need to free yourself from, Deanna?
No, I think I'm good.
Ah, man. See,
Girl, no, you're not finna do it 2 times in a row. I'll
I
come
don't
back to
have
you.
nothing. Okay, let me think. You go ahead. Let me see what I got.
I just would say that I am very proud of the growth happening within me and Deanna. Like in all aspects of life. And the fact that not only we see it, but other people see it too. And we get complimented on that more often than anything now. So I think it's really dope.
y'all feed off each other a lot, huh?
Yeah.
We got one got to pick up the slack. I peep y'all. Like I said, like I didn't even know that y'all was doing hair together too. So
For years now.
We met in her school.
that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, I can free myself. I finally got to do my presentation for the brand that we work with, that we use in the shop. And that was dope. Like, I'm glad I finally got to get that off my chest and, like, present. And he, like, told me what I need to work on. He thought it was really good. So you got to, like, keep doing it before you even, like, advance into, because the end goal is possibly to become an educator. So I got a chance to do that. And I'm excited about it because he didn't have a lot to say about the presentation, like, as far as, like, what I needed to work on. He told me, like, what I could add. And it was, like, little bit, like, small things. So, like, I'm going to tweak the one that I already did, but I'm, like, eager to do another one. So I'm super excited to, like, get somebody in a chair and record something else so I can make a presentation about it and go again. So, like, what is it? We go, like, once a month or something like that?
It depends.
Something like that. But what you want to say?
So, I just want to say, y'all got to stop and give yourselves a hand. Because, we've been working real hard. I feel like y'all the hottest podcasters in the city, if not the region. And we appreciate everybody that be tuning in and watching. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And give a hand to yourselves, man. Clap it up. Clap it up.
Thanks.
Haywood.
And if you want to start a podcast, get at me.
Right.
Period.
Confirmed network.
Y'all heard it here first. And we don't tell no lies on this podcast. Okay?
Keep it real with y'all at all times.
Period. So next we got a little icebreaker.
We're going to get Darius a little loose.
Here we go.
He be acting like he don't want to get loose.
Here we go.
He said he wasn't nervous, y'all. So we got a little card game that we got from Cocktails Podcast. It's another podcast. And they are really dope. They based out of Atlanta. But they have a card game called I'm Curious to Know. And we curious to know some things. So
He said,
all of these cards I picked at random, so I don't know, what y'all picked.
just, act like you with your, with the boys or something. Like, we just.
You sure they random?
Yeah, they
Oh
random.
no, I think she was going through.
Oh, you ain't supposed to tell the people that.
No,
I don't know which one you
It's
picked out of that.
right.
I thought we was telling the truth and nothing but the truth. So,
You want to pick a random one? Because we can.
no, I'm cool with what I got. I'm cool. It's random to me, so
Okay.
that's cool.
Period. It's random to the people. Well, here, read your card first then.
Now I can read it. Okay. I'm curious to know, how do you feel about traditional gender roles in a relationship? I was raised. I won't say I was raised traditionally, but my grandparents was in my life and they had a heavy influence. So, I'm fine with traditional roles in relationships, but it's got to be a mix, though. You know what I mean? Like it's like we just live in the times now. It's a little bit different. I would say I would base it more, off of the traditional roles, but today, it's just some things you just got to get with. You know what I mean?
Help each other.
You
basically.
definitely got to help each other. You know what I mean? It can't be just all one person doing one thing, and
Yeah.
it's got to be, and I don't know, like my mother always say, it might not be 50-50, it may be 70-30 one week, 1 month, or 1 year. You know what I mean? It's gotta be just a partnership, period. You know what I mean? It's gotta be like we gonna make it happen. We gonna get it done. It don't matter how it's gonna look. If we together,
you see, like y'all assess what y'all's strengths and weaknesses are. So, like, if something that is traditionally a male gender role, if I'm stronger at it in the relationship, then let me just have that, and then you pick up where you stronger at.
No, most definitely.
Because if you like doing the dishes and I hate doing it, then I pick up on the laundry. Don't worry about it.
Most definitely. See, me, like the laundry, dishes, stuff like that, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not, I can cook, but I'm not the biggest cook. You know what I mean? So that's just like, for example, laundry, dishes, stuff like that, cleaning, I'm going to clean regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to just be like, this is your role. You got to clean. This better be, done. I need to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need this, that, and the third done. Like, you ain't nobody's slave. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't want my partner to feel like that for sure.
Because I like putting stuff together.
Me too.
So you one of them.
That's
you got the drill. You got the.
I enjoy that.
Breaking it up.
Yeah.
Breaking it down.
And I'm going to actually read the instructions because, a whole lot of men don't be reading the instructions. And
Right, they
put
just
together
lopsided.
Yeah.
Nah, most definitely. TV about to fall off the wall.
You be like, why is it crooked? Why is it hanging a little bit? Because you ain't read the instructions. You just put that shit together.
I'm a DIY girl, and I just seen this
DIY.
do it yourself.
Okay.
This chick, she had these canvases, right? And she took tissues, Kleenex. She put them on the canvas, and she either she used resin or painted on top of them to give it the texture on the. I was like, that is so dope. So then I gotta go make some.
I think we did a project like that in middle school or something.
Not middle school.
I'm not even joking on what you just said.
You're right, paper mache. I do remember that.
But no, for real, I was in art, so we had to do stuff like that and then let it dry, and then you can paint on top of it.
Yeah. Let's see. Mine says, have you ever blown up someone's phone, called at least 10 times in a row?
You gotta be honest.
Hell no.
Never.
If I call you 2 or 3, if something's going on, I'm gonna blow you up. But if I feel like you just not answering my call, I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah.
So the question is, so the answer is yes, you have, but it's kind of has stipulations to it. You gonna call that many times or not? Okay.
So a significant other or just a person in general?
It just says someone.
Okay. Because she done blew me up like that before.
How many times? Well, yeah, I had to because you went missing.
I didn't.
You did.
I was at the dentist.
You gotta make sure your friend is okay. Period.
But yeah, she thought I had went missing. I know, I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. But no, I'm not calling nobody. Nobody. Unless it's my mama. I'm not calling nobody.
Well, I don't believe y'all.
You don't believe? I have never.
Y'all gonna
First of all, I'm never gonna let nobody think that they got me like it.
No.
Oh man.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's insane.
No, not so. Hold on. So listen, I heard it 10 times, but I'm saying so out of, let's say relationship wise, because y'all just making it seem like y'all ain't gonna blow nobody's phone up. Y'all never ever.
Crazy to me.
10 times is
3
wild.
times back to back is blowing you up.
I'm not doing it.
Cause you
But
seen
I'm
it.
listening to you though. You said at this point, so it sounds like I done it before, but now at this
Have
age,
you ever done it, Deanna?
I don't think I have.
10 times is a lot of time.
10 times is crazy. I know people do it.
Like the first, second, third time?
After 3
I'm not
times
calling.
and you don't answer, I'm not doing it.
No, I'm not calling.
Now I might, if after 3 times
a
you gonna get a text, a long one.
Now what if he don't respond?
He didn't
Then
respond
you
to the
block.
calls.
Then you block. Y'all gonna keep calling. I mean, I ain't. I don't believe y'all.
Back to back. No, here's the thing. I might call like 3 times or something. I'm gonna give you some space for a few hours.
And then you gonna call again.
I might. I might. But knowing me and how stubborn I am, I'm probably not.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, okay. I don't know that much. Taurus, we really stubborn, so. But I ain't calling.
But you an Earth sign.
times though.
I'm a Capricorn. So
Earth signs ain't finna do that.
No. But
Now, if
somebody
I was-
blew you up, though.
Most definitely. But I'm not calling you 10 times.
That's
10
crazy.
times? No.
That's too much.
Because you saw it the first time.
Yeah, I call you 2 times. It's over with.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And like you said, I might
Max.
3. So I gotta think something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something's got to be wrong. 'Cause you don't normally just not answer. So, all right, let me give you one more call. Then, like I said, if I call you 3 times in the text, I feel like I'm just doing too much.
That's me. I feel like I'm doing too much.
See?
And the moment I feel like I'm doing too much or I feel like I'm bothering you, it's over with. You probably not getting 3 back to back out of me.
Not.
Because I feel like I'm bothering you. And now I'm pissed at you.
Pissed.
And I don't never want nobody to feel like they know that they get that type of like emotional control over me. And I don't like it. But that's just me.
So believe that.
Who is your celebrity crush? Why I always get this?
Pick another one.
Because you picked it. Talking about why I always get it.
I thought one of y'all was going to grab it. Let me
Get a
see.
new one.
If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? Somewhere tropical.
Yeah, pick a place though.
Pick a place. I'm going to Aruba or something.
I think Greece. It's on my list.
Greece is nice. Yeah. Oh no, I'm going to I had to do it. I had to do it when I was about to say it. I'm going to Barcelona.
Okay, Spain.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, part of me wants to go like to Africa somewhere, and then a part of me wants to go to like, I don't know, somewhere like you said, tropical. I don't know. Greece is fire though. I don't know. I always wanted to go to Greece. No, I've never been. I've been to like Jamaica and like the stuff like that. But Greece, nah.
Yeah.
Greece is on the list for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to take one of them pictures with the dress on with the big
What?
And they just flop it up in the air and they take the picture.
I'm weak.
Yeah, I want that.
I'm dead. So, stepping back into your business, how did you get into the industry that you're in? Like, what was the inspiration behind it, if there is one?
It's definitely inspiration. I mean, my grandmother, right? She used to work with the Home of the Innocents, and she used to have a lot of like foster children. Like my whole entire life, I just seen how she just worked with the Home of the Innocents, and she made those individuals that she had. They were a part of our family. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really understand until I got older, until I went out to college, and and looking back, like, oh, my granny really, made an impact on these individuals' lives. Like when my grandmother passed away, all of them were at the funeral, like, spoke about how, she impacted their lives. Like the majority of them, 9 times out of 10, they're saying that, she did more than, their family and their own mothers and dads and stuff. And just seeing the impact that she had is kind of what made me get into the arena. But when I went to North Carolina, I met a guy, and he was already doing like mental health and substance abuse. So that's really what I went into first.
Did you go to school out there?
Yeah, I went to HBCU called Shaw University.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And like I said, at first I was just doing like office manager work for him. And then after about a few years of doing like the office manager work, I'm like, man, I know I can go back home and, impact people's lives and open up my own business. And he was all for it. He was, when I pitched it to him, he was like, man, that you've been working here long enough. And he's like, and you do great here. Although it was mental health and substance abuse, it's still people that we're dealing with. You know what I mean? So when I came back home, I just, did my research and homework, and, I picked out they call it DDID, so developmental disabilities. And I don't know, it just stuck, you know what I mean? Like as soon as it took me a long time to get started. It took about 2 years, because of COVID. But once we got started, it just doesn't feel like work, you know what I mean? So I stuck with it, and shoot, like now we're almost a year in, and like I said, expanding, and it's working. So
that's dope.
It is dope.
You feel like you got to have a lot of patience to do it?
You don't necessarily have to have a lot of, well, you do have to have patience. I won't say a lot, but you do have to have a special place in your heart to deal with those type of individuals. You know what I mean? Just think about changing, just in a nursing home, for example, and dealing with the older population, and helping them, bathe and shave and change. But then think about somebody who isn't mentally able to, really do those things for themselves. Like someone that gets old, they still a lot of the time still have their mental. You know what I mean? But you're dealing with individuals that can't advocate for themselves, and to see the type of impact that you have. Like just for example, like I have almost I take out 3 individuals of my own that I mean, like they're literally standing in the doorway waiting on me every single day. Like, you know what I mean? So, and then just to see that the smiles that I put on their faces,
That's dope.
it just doesn't feel like work. I'm telling you,
like you with your family and stuff.
Yeah, my mom kept asking me when I first started. She's like, "How's it going?" I'm like, I almost can't believe that we get paid to do this. Like it just doesn't feel like work. It's this.
That's
So
dope. So how do y'all get the individuals that you work with? Like, do you work with different agencies, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Do they come to you?
Well, they really all come to you. You deal with case managers, and the case managers send you referrals, and it works like that. But you may also work with other agencies, and they may get a referral and not even have a service that they may get a referral for something that they don't even provide, and they may shoot you the referral knowing that you provide that service, and vice versa. And then just like this, when you bumping elbows with other agencies and owners, executive directors, and then y'all share intel and help each other out in ways that you can. So yeah, but majority of the time it's coming directly from like case managers. They're sending you the referrals and seeing if you can help out the individuals.
Do you have an age limit on the individuals that you work with?
Not really. Right now we're dealing with strictly adults, but we're certified to do all ages. So we can do adolescents as well. But right now, just adults.
Because sometimes, like, you might see, like a autistic child or just developmentally disabled or delayed or something, and you just wonder, like, I wonder what it'll be like for them as an adult.
No, absolutely. And it's different. I mean, every single situation is different. It's all situational. But you'd be surprised, man. Like autism, a lot of the individuals with autism, like I have one in particular, like we go to chess class. Every Wednesday. It's a chess class on Brownsboro Road. If people are listening and they're in the chess, it's free actually.
That's dope.
So yeah, and it's on Brownsboro Road every Wednesday at 6:00. But it's if you just Google it, chess education class, Brownsboro Road, it'll pop right up. And we go there, like I said, every Wednesday. And he's gotten to a point to where his mom used to have someone that like directly sit down and work with them with chess. But we go so frequently, like he's noted, like other players there that are playing him a lot. They've noticed that like he's gotten so much better, at playing chess. And when I first met him, his mom was just like, this is his dream. This is what he wants to do, and he's gotten so good now that like he can play tournaments. You know what I mean? Like it's really good. Like with autism, like my experience with individuals in autism, when they have like a niche for something, they get like genius level good at it. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Just like I said, just being involved and knowing that I have something to do with that process is more than enough for me.
Just like some of the parents like call y'all up if it's something like that they can't handle. Yes. They have to go through the like case managers and stuff too.
It just depends on the relationship. So with me, definitely, because they're already knowing that I'm the executive director. So I just I allow them to have that relationship with me. Any of my participants can, and are their legal guardian or mom or dad can reach out to me and and I help out with, whatever I can. So
that's dope. You can tell you love it.
And no, I really do. I really do. I found like I feel like I found my niche, and I'm just, sticking with it.
Because you always wonder like what people get into. Like I feel like you like are a stay to yourself, like private person.
Yeah, I am.
Don't see you on social media. So it's like, when you said it, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I think I saw that you was tagged or something.
Yeah, I remember you saying Rodriguez had made a story about it.
Like, never knew.
Yeah. But I always been a people person though.
Yeah.
Like that's been the biggest thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's more about just the impact that I have. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. Like I said, when you're doing something as a job and it doesn't feel like work, that's when you know you found it. So yeah,
That's dope.
And dope to know that your like this will be a part of your legacy.
definitely. I think that's
positive.
That's something too. Like I have a child too, so it was just going from like working jobs where I mean at the most, you can have like, some stock in their company or whatever. But this in particular, like I could leave to my child. So it's something that I know that, it's really building a legacy. So
That's dope.
That's amazing. For real, because you don't hear like a lot of black men, young black men, speaking about this type of work. So
I mean, and I won't even take the credit. Like I said, it was. I mean, from college is really what did it. Getting in, in the right circles, and just doing right by people, and doing good while I was at work. Because, like I said, the guy that I was working for at the time, he didn't have to be like, yeah, you should start your own business. He could have let me work there for forever, until, I felt like I wanted to leave or whatever. But he was like, no, he's like, you do a wonderful job here and I don't mind helping you. He's like, you've helped me, to this point. So
did you like know you wanted to come back home?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I have been gone for so long, and I know that, like, I was in North Carolina, I didn't have not one family member. You know what I mean? So when I had my son, is what made me realize, like, yeah, your family it matters. You know what I mean? So I mean, I knew that already, but it was just like, I can't take you over your granny's house. You know what I mean? Like and then so it was just like, yeah, I do need to get back home, and it's not like your family, like at all. So
that's real.
just being able to see them, and then do this. Like I got a lot of little cousins, I got nieces, nephews, and just being able to be like that positive role model too. So, and I can help my family out. Like now, like, you know, it's hard mixing family with business, but some of my family members have been doing this type of work already. So, I can help them out too. So, and they help me. So it's fair trade.
As long as y'all know what it is, then y'all be good.
Right. Look, but I let them know, like, look, don't treat this like anything else. Like, and I'm very selective when it comes down to that. So, because that can get tricky. So,
have you ever had to like fire a family member?
No, and I won't even say not yet. So hopefully that I don't have to. So, but
like that would get so awkward. Like.
Yeah. Like, you really gonna fire me, cuz? Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, you're not doing your job right. Absolutely.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just let them know before they even, the ones that I did, allow to come on, just let them know, treat it like you do your job, because you ain't been having problems, doing what you're doing now. Just treat it like that. Treat me the same way. And I won't, abuse my power or, make it weird or awkward for you either. So, I'm pretty straightforward when it comes to the business. And it's, to me, it's not, I won't sit here and just make it seem like it's just, rainbows and, whatever, but it's not a complex job. We have a service that we provide, and as long as you're doing that, I mean, you showing up on time, I mean, we don't have no issues. Yeah. So.
How often do y'all go out every day and do stuff? Like, find something to do. Like, do you have to find activities and stuff for them to do? Like, teach them?
Yeah, so it's all of that. So we have a few. Well, we offer multiple services, but like on a particular service, that's called community access. We'll take them out in the community, but it has to be like, you have to do like, well, it has to turn into like meaningful routines, like to where. Let's say, I mean, it may be something as simple as exercising, you know what I mean? Like, so taking them to the YMCA, letting them exercise. But the main goal of community access is to eventually be able to kind of fade out and allow that participant to go and do things without you. But you would take them over a course of time so many times to those activities that they like to do. That eventually one day you'll be able to kind of fade out and they'll be able to go to those places alone. You know what I mean? And interact, with just like with individuals like me and you, you know what I mean? And not have to be, well, it'll just basically be inclusive and not just be with other people with, disabilities.
Right.
What happens if, like someone with a disability, their parent, say their parent is like their caretaker or something, and their parent passes away?
Well,
what happens to them then?
Then they have to basically just figure out their guardianship with the state. They have to go through that and, figure out, who that is. It may be somebody in their family. It may be somebody from the state, but that's a whole process that they have to go through. Or, I mean, if one family member, if their mother passed away, their father hopefully may still be living, and it may be just that easy switch. But a lot of times it's, they have to go through the whole process to figure out, a state guardian for them. So,
there's a lot to that.
No, it really is. I mean, when you look at the whole thing, it really is. But I mean, and it's waiting lists. It's all kinds of stuff that they have to go through. But the state does a good job in making sure that every individual is taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, with them having to wait, like, are y'all like super busy and like to where y'all can't like take more people?
Well, the majority of the services that have the waiting list are more so like the residential services where the individual are coming to live with you kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when there's a waiting list for the other services, it's just like every other business right now, is that they may be understaffed and they just have to bring on the people to, be able to service the individual. But the biggest wait list, like I said, is individuals that are waiting for like home placement. Because
have you ever had to have somebody live with you?
No, not yet. So we haven't started to provide our staff residences yet, but that's what's next for our company. So maybe I can come back on here one day and tell y'all how that's going. So yeah, right now, like I said, we're just going into homes where they're already living, you know what I mean, and helping them or taking them out from their homes. So, but it's in the near future.
Do they be dating?
Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, that's a lot too. Because they're normal, just like us. Like they want to have that connection with a person. So yes, they do. But sometimes that could be a slippery slope. It really can. It could be challenging, but they do. They do.
Y'all be taking them on dates, like?
Well, not my agency. We don't provide a service where that is allowed, but a lot of times the residents where they stay, they'll do them. They'll do that. They'll take them to do activities like that, and meet with their boyfriend or girlfriend, and yeah. So
they say, I ain't never watched it, but Love on the Spectrum.
I've never
Netflix,
seen it.
They say that's good.
I've never. I mean, I really enjoy what I do, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like I really do. Like I was with participant today. I mean, and we volunteered at the animal shelter and nursing home. You know what I mean?
It kind of allows you to do stuff outside of your comfort zone too.
Yeah, it keeps me out in the community. It keeps me bumping, shoulders and elbows with people. And like I had never even been in a nursing home before. So just to see, I mean, like we put a smile on the residents at the nursing home. Like when we come in, because a lot of them may not get visitors.
Right.
I have a participant who she's the life of the party. She goes there and she just loves that because she feels a part of something.
Yeah.
She feels like, inclusive. Like it's like I said, it's not, what she's normally used to, because she's normally used to being around just other individuals with disabilities.
Like her.
So when she's able to get out in the community and just be, just do her thing with, everybody, she feels like she's really a part of it, and she really thrives. So, and it's good, like I said, for her, and then the people at the nursing home, like they expect to see us. They light up when we come in. Like and I said, she has disabilities of her own, but she'll go in the rooms and will people to will the elderly to the lunchroom. Have them do lunch. She'll play bingo with them, do puzzles. Like that is their when she comes in, they know they got some activities that they're gonna do, and they know they got a visitor. So it's good. Like I said, some of them don't even get a visitor. So it's like I said, it's a lot of positive energy when it comes to what we're doing. So
has it changed like your perspective on humanity, like just looking at humans?
Yeah. And then it's just, you know how you always think like you dealing with a lot. You know what I mean? Like you just, I got so much on my plate. Man, we so blessed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like seriously, like, I mean, and then some of these people's stories, like what they've been through, you know, just all kinds of abuse on top of, you know, their disabilities and, um, you know, some of them have experienced homelessness. It's just a long list of, you know, things that they've been through to where you just look at them and you like, all right, I'm blessed. The things that I had, you know, I may have been, taken for granted, complaining about, is nothing compared to what I see, you know, them dealing with. So.
And they deal with it well too.
They
like,
really
they don't. You don't even know.
They really do.
They just go on with their regular life.
Especially because like we might look at them as different or disabled or, but this is their life. Like this is their normal.
This is normal. This is normal. Yeah. And a lot of the individuals have been, you know, diagnosed that way since birth. So it's really just their way of life. That's all they know.
Yeah.
So.
I have a cousin that's autistic. I think he'll be 20 or 21, maybe 21. And he goes to U of L. And my cousin always talks about how he has a girlfriend.
Oh, like, yeah. No, some of them do not play about their significant other. Let me tell you. It really gets serious. I mean, probably more than us. Like, I mean, it gets serious.
And she said, like, he's got his core group of friends that he hangs with. He does stuff with. Oh, yeah, I don't think he drives, but that he will ask to go and do what it is that he wants to do. So I think and he's super intelligent.
Yeah.
Like, remembers everything. Like, their memory is top tier.
Like, people look at them like they dumb or something. It's like, no, first of all, they're probably smarter than you.
Right.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, the one that I take the chess class, we've been going to chess class for months. I mean, several months. I just beat him in chess literally last Wednesday for the first time. And we go every Wednesday. We haven't missed a day in months. And that's how good he is. And I wasn't the best chess player, but I've beaten other individuals in there, like when we're playing, and I had not beat him until last week. Like,
hey y'all, we them girls here. Are you a small business looking to grow your reach?
Well, we want to grow together. So DM us at We Them Girls Pod on IG, or you can email us at wethemgirls.pod@gmail.com.
We can't wait to grow with y'all.
I'm Big from the Big and Lazy podcast. I got my homie
Lazy.
Fresh audio every Monday and every Tuesday we dropping
the visual.
And while you're not checking us out, check out our sisters on the network, We Them Girls podcast on anywhere you can find Apple, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere. Check us out.
You played chess before you had to start taking him?
I didn't start playing chess until COVID. You know, when everybody got bored and went through those, like we in the house sitting. Yeah, I started playing. I didn't play like I didn't study or play competitively. You know, I was just kind of bored. 2020, like how we were all trapped in the house. And then I didn't play again, really. So I learned in 2020, like, you know, the pieces, moves, direction, stuff like that. But I actually started learning strategies and openings and end games and stuff like that when I started to go to chess class. Because I'm really competitive. I don't like losing.
Right.
So at first I was like hesitant. I'm like, man, I don't want to beat him. He might not take this too well. And then I'm like, man, he didn't beat me like 20 times in a row. Hold on, I got to do something.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like COVID like really gave you a chance to really sit down and like really zone in on your business to get it going and give you ideas on what to do?
Yeah, that was the whole start of this. It was just, you know, when I say waiting list, that we got put on a waiting list just as a provider. So, and it took like 2 years for us to actually get everything done and get started, get certified. But yeah, COVID was the start. I mean, I was sitting in that house and I'm like, something's got to give. Yeah, something got to give. I remember doing my LLC like all the way in North Carolina, like something's got to give. But yeah, I just didn't give up.
To start for a lot of business,
right? Podcasts, entrepreneurship, just everybody.
That's when I started really like actually watching podcasts was during COVID.
Yeah, that was like definitely the turn. You know what I mean? Like I feel like when everybody had that time alone, and then a lot of people lost their jobs too. You know what I mean? So a lot of people were trying to figure out what was best for them. So yeah,
and it gave you a chance to tap in on what you could really do.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of seafood boils and stuff too. But we did, you know, like it was a lot of good things that came from COVID though.
I say all the time, COVID was probably the best time of my life. And I try not to say it like in an insensitive way because I know it was the worst time for a whole lot of people.
And I don't mean to laugh because a lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people, were really messed up by COVID. So you're right. But
but for me, like I was the healthiest I had ever been in my life during COVID. My mind was clear because you didn't have nothing else going on for real. And I actually got to rest. Like you ain't realize how much rest you needed until you're forced to sit down. But it was like a reset that I didn't even know that I needed for real because I was just on autopilot every day. And then when they was like, you can't come back to work, I was like,
right.
Can't go back to work.
Do what?
Right.
I loved it because I had literally just had the baby. So I got to sit down and at that point I think she was like 6 months, but she was still a new baby and I was a new mom. So like it's like you get that time off of work, those few weeks you go back and then you get shut down right after. I was kind of hype about it for real, but so it gave me a chance to really, and it was like, dang, I gotta be home with this baby every day. Like, that was my thought at first because it was like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I knew to go to work. Now I got to be, like, a mom 24/7, and that was new. So it was kind of scary, too, but I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, if it happened again, listen.
You ain't complaining.
I'm not complaining.
As long as that unemployment come in the way it's supposed to,
I'm good.
I'm not complaining. Because it didn't come in the way it was supposed to at first.
No.
But God made a way.
He made a way. No, but it was cool.
Couldn't leave out the unemployment. That is funny.
Hey, that unemployment I was like, and then I got the back unemployment at one time. And I got scared. I was
Couldn't
like,
tell you nothing. You was like, is this right?
I was nervous. I was literally at the grocery store. I checked my bank account to make sure there was enough money in my account for me to get the groceries. I look and there is like thousands of dollars in my account. And I'm like, I called my mama because I got scared. I said, what am I supposed to do with this? But no, COVID was different for a lot of people. It was a stressful time, I'm not gonna lie, for a whole lot of people. And that was during like the race wars and all of that. People was out protesting and stuff. We did that was a time. That was a time. So it was a lot going on during the whole quarantine and stuff. But overall,
do y'all even remember when like they were literally like where the whole like world just really felt like we were gonna be like real deal quarantine though? Like you can't do nothing, you can't come out even like you can't.
We just came back from out of town.
We had literally came back from Las Vegas the following week is when they shut.
And her mom was like, they shut somebody down or they quarantining people or whatever, and it hadn't started where we was at yet. I think it was like Lexington or something. And when we came back home, I think that next week they was like, we gotta shut it down.
But the amount of panic that happened.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
do y'all remember what people looked like in the grocery store?
Man, no. I remember what my grandparents looked like. I came home one day. I visited them one day, and my granddaddy got like 50 masks on. Like, he got the clear. Then on top of all the masks, he got like a clear face on. Like, I'm like, granddaddy, you gonna suffocate?
Yep.
I said, you gotta turn the news off. Like,
did not make sense.
No, like seriously. I mean, like at a point, I just thought everybody was just gonna be walking around in a bubble suit. Yeah. Like at a point, like it was ridiculous.
Because even when they was wearing only like the face shields, but no mask, I was like, y'all realize this don't make no sense, right?
Right. No, it never made sense to me at all, really. And then because they were saying it airborne, so I'm like, okay.
It's gonna slide through the mask.
Right, yeah. I mean, like at this point, then they came out with the K95. So it was just like, I said, this is too much for me.
And then in the stores with their gloves on, touching the stuff, and then putting it in the...
I remember seeing this lady with these gloves on. I was like, ma'am, you are wearing disposable gloves that are supposed to be disposed of. Them was the dingiest gloves I had ever seen. I said, now, how many times you done put them back on?
She said, I'm going to get my use out of these.
People was in their car by themselves with their mask on.
Oh, man. I do remember just riding by like, why do you got your mask on in the car by yourself?
That was crazy time.
It was wild.
We.
It was wild.
I am so.
Trump told us to drink bleach. Stuff, man. Like you
I bet some
forget.
people probably did it too.
Man,
Y'all, we really lived through that. That's
For
like,
real.
you know how you like was in school and you were reading textbooks, you would read about like the different things.
like
that
a
happened.
like we really lived through a real epidemic of
Yeah.
I mean it was
A pandemic.
Yeah.
We about to live through some other stuff too. Ain't no telling.
Lord willing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The way this world is.
It's crazy out here.
Never know.
You really never know. Like none of us knew that was gonna happen.
Nah, I just remember talking to like older people, my grandparents again. Like, have you ever been through anything like that? And they're like, nah. So
That's crazy.
Well, they had what was it? Like the Spanish flu or something. That was I think that's when my grandmother was living.
Spanish flu.
I ain't know nothing about that. I heard of it, but I ain't really. I can't tell you nothing about
I
it.
think that she was living at that time when that happened. And then my mom was like talking about the protesting that happened when she was little, cause she grew up on like 17th Street, and said she remembers all of that. And I was like, dang.
They talking about like the protests about like the 9th Street divide and stuff like that.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
They was just protesting.
That's all they was protesting, right?
That's it.
Oh man.
So as a black man in today's society, today's culture, you know, society and social media. I always say social media because to me, that's what kind of rules society.
That's what controls us.
For sure. Do you feel any pressures as a black man with all of the different rules and stuff that are out nowadays?
If I felt it, I'm used to it. It's just been like that for life. I don't know. It's just before social media, even with like it's just certain things that like now that I have a kid, right, to just throw it back on that. Like my mom, like she would tell me, get in the car. I mean, of course, we lived in the West End and Shively, so she's like, I remember one day she told me when I first got my car and I was riding around my brother. She was like, "Don't you be riding around that car with your hoodie on like that? They gonna, mess with you." Like, and it's crazy, but that's really the reality. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just little stuff like that, like that you just gotta be prepared for, and that you gotta live with just by being black. You know what I mean? Like
little
it's
stuff
just
you just
little
gotta
stuff.
be mindful of, just in living your everyday life.
Little stuff. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was pressure, I'm used to it now. It's just.
So what
I mean,
kind
it's
of
different
stuff?
though now with social media. Social media has magnified everything. I don't know, and like Deanna was saying, I really cut all the way back from social media. Like I just realized that it was just taking up too much of my time. And I even without me posting now, sometimes like it's weeks where I'll delete every app off of my phone because I'll get to the office and I'll realize like I'm supposed to be doing this, that, and the third, and I'm sitting here scrolling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like literally. So social media can be a lot. But as far as the pressure though, like I said, just being a black man in America alone is just something that you just, I don't know, you just learn to just
Adapt.
deal with it, adapt,
Yeah.
And that sucks to have to do that.
It does. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that probably creates like anxieties in black men that they ain't even recognized for real. It's just you walking around with it every day.
No, I mean, I'm kind of switching it up, but I was having this talk with my family in the barbershop the other day, and we were talking about just how a lot of the things are like embedded in us. Like even, well, I would just say we were talking about self-hate for real, because he was saying like when you walk down the street and you see another black man, you kind of like putting your guards up versus like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You like, especially if you in a certain part of town, it's late at night, versus you walk past somebody of another race and you like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You speaking, you doing it, but you see your own people and you like, you may not even say nothing. Y'all might just be staring at each other. Y'all might mean mugging everything. Like it's just,
that's crazy.
It's just, we don't even realize that we kind of like program like that. You know,
because it happens with black women all the time. We say,
see, and I didn't know if that was the same.
It is.
We say it when we in the gym.
We like, dang, why is it that like women can't just speak to each other or smile. Like if I smile at you, why you look down immediately?
Right.
Or why you like?
And I thought that was just me, like, cause that definitely happens in the gym for sure.
It does.
It's like I'm just saying hello. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Because I got my headphones on.
Yeah. It's like it's not even about to be no long conversation. I'm just like
I'm just being nice. Like
like you can
or giving a compliment.
Smile. And I try to be more mindful about like whenever I see like a black woman, I do try to give her a compliment because that might have been the only compliment that she got that day. Or if I see her mean mugging or something, or she's looking down or something, then I'll like speak and then try to give a compliment on just something. It don't even gotta be nothing big, but you don't know what is causing her to even walk around with her guard up like it. But I just want to help lower it just for that second.
Right.
Like, it don't be that deep.
Especially because in the gym, like the gym is an intimidating place
for a lot of people.
And gym anxiety is a thing because I had it for a long time.
Yeah, especially when you first start.
You
don't even know how to do stuff. Right. You like how you use this machine. Then you like, who do I talk to? Who do I help? Right. You can't ask nobody no question. They trying to charge you.
Right.
I just want to know how to do one exercise. You know what I mean? Like this help me out.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but you definitely gotta. It happens with us too.
That's.
And not like even outside of the gym too, like.
That's what I was saying. I wasn't even talking about this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, just in general. Yeah, women, it's weird.
Or I hate when women think that just because a man speaks to you, they trying to holler. First of all I said was how you doing.
Hey, that's it.
That's
we could have kept it pushing.
Right. And they be like, girl, he trying to holler. Why are you so riled up, girl? All he did was ask you how your day was.
He just said hello.
Was it.
That's it.
Some people got manners and was raised right,
Yeah,
it's a simple gesture.
You never know how like what even creates that mentality in people. Like it could be a number of different things. It could be their self-esteem. It could be insecurities. It could be how they were brought up, who they've been surrounded by, what kind of trauma they done went through. Like you just never know what has affected each individual person. So just be nice to people.
That's it.
Right.
Just be nice to people.
And it don't take much to say hi. I say hey back. Like that's it.
Or if I smile back.
That's it.
That's it.
The one thing though, you said it was funny that you may look at somebody, especially the gym though. You look at them and then you may even speak and they put their head down. I'm thinking that stuff just be happening to me. Like that was weird. Like then it's like, do I speak to you the next time I see you, or do I not? You know what I mean?
I've done that before though.
So
what's
that?
Yeah.
I have like somebody that looked at me or smiled or spoke or something, and I might have put my head down. But for me, I felt like that spoke more to my confidence at the time.
I think some people make it awkward too.
But it depends on the person.
I think some people make it awkward because sometimes I like speak to somebody, but I take it back because they looking at me like they want to speak, but they don't.
Take it back.
in my head, like they look at me like they want to speak, but then they don't speak, and I'm like, well, do I speak to you again? Like,
or somebody might have like waved or smiled or something, you didn't know it was directed at you.
Yeah.
Because that's happened to me before, too.
That's true.
And then after they walked away, you be like...
wasn't nobody standing behind you.
Exactly. Why was you doing it? But sometimes it just be awkward, and you don't really know what's going on.
I don't know. The gym is just funny. Like women, I don't know. It's just like, for me, like as a man, I'll speak, but I don't want them to be feeling like I'm just trying to, trying to holler. Like
but when you see people every day.
Exactly.
Right. That's what
like you see them every single... Like I told one man, he was working out next to me, and I see him every single day. And I said, hey, your transformation is dope. That man has spoke every day since I told him that.
Oh, no, he's most definitely going to speak after that.
We don't never have no conversation, nothing like that. He's disciplined. Like, he's there all the time. He's like, I think he started when we started. And, like, you can just see the change.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I was just like, hey, keep doing what you're doing because it's dope to see. Yeah. And he speaks every day. We just pass each other every day.
But that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be the word you seeing this man every day for months and you ain't never waved or said hello or nothing. Like,
it's just a little head. It ain't nothing wrong with a little head nod. Hey, how you doing? That's it.
Right. Cause that's even like when y'all came in, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like I knew you, but I didn't know her. You know what I mean? And it's just like, cause at first we weren't speaking, you know what I mean? And I speak to her, and then I'm like, well, that's kind of rude, you know. So I'm like, what's up, y'all? Like, hey, yeah, I just started just saying y'all, like, and you know,
right. Because once you see somebody every day, it's like
every day.
You might not know my name, but you see me.
Right. No, most definitely.
You know?
Right. Right. You see me. Right. But it's even like when I had seen y'all. I forgot what club it was, but like one day I seen y'all out, and it's just like, hey, what's up? You know, that's dude from the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And that be weird too when we see people out, and they try and act. It's only weird when they don't say nothing.
Well, that's true.
Like, why wouldn't you speak here? Like,
right?
That's weird to me.
In the gym, it's like, you may be trying to do your workout. You don't want to be bothered, right? But if I see you out, like, hey, I done seen people. I actually seen a guy in Chipotle, and I was with one of my participants. I'm like, where do I know this guy from? And it took me a second. Then I'm like, the gym. I tapped him on the shoulder. I'm like, what's going on, man? I see you in the gym all the time, and I never speak to him in the gym. You know what I'm saying? But he was just like, hey, what's going on, man? And kept it pushing.
Sometimes it be like it. It don't hurt to be nice.
It don't hurt to be nice, and it don't take no time to be nice neither.
It don't.
People make it way more than what it actually is.
No, definitely.
So we asked this question, I feel like several times on this podcast. But every time we get a man on the couch, I be wanting to know, like, perspectives. So, society nowadays calls just about everything men do sassy.
Oh, man. Hey, what Glorilla say the other day? A man shouldn't have eggs on his salad. She feel like...
I was trying to remember what she said. She said, I think it's sassy for a man to have eggs on his salad. He can't even get no extra protein now.
What if he just likes eggs?
That is insane.
I mean, that's one of them things that a lot of men eat is like eggs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, like, as far as protein for the gym and stuff, like,
eggs.
Like, I seen it and I was just like, all right, she got to be trolling, but people was running with it, like.
I feel like some people say stuff because they know it's gonna get
attention and may go viral and stuff.
That don't even make no sense.
If he can't have eggs, he shouldn't have tomatoes.
That's probably sassy as
now
fuck
she's
too.
breaking it down like,
because of what?
And don't let him get no dried cranberries on there.
Oh man,
little raisin,
real sassy. Do you feel like I feel like you probably don't. But do you feel like it's hard to show like any type of vulnerability as a man, emotional vulnerability as a man, without being called sassy?
I would. It depends on the female. It is a lot of times though when a man, well, from my experience, I don't know, and I see this a lot. This dude be going around social media and stuff. Like, I can open up. It takes me a little while though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but I will, especially if it's my partner. Eventually, I feel like you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've experienced both where I've had a partner where, whatever vulnerability I shared that stayed between us and it wasn't like a throw it back in your face kind of thing. And I've had it the other way around. So I just seen that a lot where even I seen Shaq on somebody's podcast. Yeah. It's like he can never open up to a woman. And it's like, well, who are you going to open up to then? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I feel like when a man is vulnerable, it allows y'all to become closer.
Nah, it really does though.
Like, it's something about seeing that makes you like, dang, like,
because you know that they don't they feel comfortable enough to let their guard down with you. So well, maybe not automatically, but for me, automatically, I'm gonna feel more comfortable to let my guard down.
And it also depends on the man too, because it's like you gotta know who you are as a man. You know what I mean? Like because I mean, like, we have all the same emotions that a woman has. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just human. At the end of you just, show them like, it's just like when you coming up, well, I don't know, because I was a boy, and this is like, well, when I'm younger, it's like, if you cry, don't let nobody see you cry. You know what I'm saying? But, like, even for me, like, coming up, I never, like, even to this day, I've never seen my father cry. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just really how we conditioned to deal with our emotions. And I know, what I'm saying, I know he has, but I ain't never seen this man go through just most recently, stage 3 prostate cancer and never break a tear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really just get through it. You know, funerals, never see him break a tear. Like, just.
I've only seen my daddy cry twice.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see my daddy cry until I was grown.
Yeah.
Like,
That's different though, right? Like,
yeah, because now I can understand it. But it's like, dang, I wish I would have known that it was okay. Because I didn't see either one of my parents cry growing up, for real, unless we was in church and my mama was crying. But outside of that, I never really saw it. So I never showed that.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, like how we're conditioned to be. Like, you know what I mean? That's just how it is. For whatever reason, I'm not for sure. But
it's a whole lot of reasons.
A whole lot. Cause I was like, not seeing him cry. I'm like, I wonder if me and cry. That was always my thought.
Nah, you was dead serious.
And I was serious. And then when he did, like, cause I was like 5 maybe, and I had a brother, so he passed away, and it was either my brother or my granddaddy, one of them, and I saw him break down, and I asked my mama, like, why is he crying? Like, no.
She didn't have no sympathy at all. Like,
no, like,
what is he doing?
I didn't understand because I had never seen him cry. Yeah. So I'm like, why is he crying? Like, is he supposed to be crying?
Because you had never seen a man cry.
I've never seen a man cry before.
Dang, it's crazy.
Darius takes
cause he's really going through his.
Yeah, and being a kid, like, why are you crying? I don't understand.
You know how, like, that probably pissed him off. Like,
I mean, I didn't ask him that. I asked my mama because I didn't understand. Like, I had never seen that. I didn't know that he was even gonna do that. I thought that he was just gonna sit there
and suck it up
and not do anything. And so, and then like even after that, like I never again had I seen him cry until like recently when my uncle passed, and that was it. And even then, it was just like he's really crying. Like men do cry.
No, it was like that for me. I'm telling you, like I said, and I still haven't seen my father cry. And it was just like, I don't know. It's just certain things that you experience in life. You know what I mean? For me, I had never cried in front of none of my partners until like here recently. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it brought us closer together or whatever. But I'm comfortable as, you know, as a man. Like I don't, you know, so like I said, I'm human. You know what I mean? So now, am I making this every time I get?
Right.
Nah, it's not no.
Because then it's like, all right.
You crying again?
Nah, it ain't nothing like that. No, absolutely.
Weak.
But it wasn't nothing that I felt like I just had to suppress. I had to go out. I had to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, I've gotten to a point where, like I said, I'm human too.
Right.
So
yeah.
Deanna, how would you feel if you had like a super emotional partner? Could you deal with?
She already laughed. Like, so you already know. Like, what if he cried more than you?
Right.
Be honest.
It's not. We're not gonna be able to do that. Because what are you crying about today?
What is it now?
What now?
Dang, you was just crying yesterday.
Can I get some?
Man, you talking about sassy, huh? Hey.
Can I get some tears in? You want to cry? I got a whole lot to cry about.
Ooh.
I would say though, women, y'all carry a lot too though. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as, keep it pushing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Just like my mom, like, I've seen her do everything. You know what I'm saying? Not even to take away from my dad, but like I've literally just, and that's just how a lot of women are. Like, y'all gonna multitask, y'all gonna have the kids, y'all gonna go to work, y'all gonna get another job, y'all gonna do something on the side. You know, like we're
gonna figure it out.
Y'all gonna figure it out.
Me and my mom was having this conversation yesterday. She was like, I know I messed you up. I said, you didn't necessarily mess me up. It's just you did what you had to do.
It's
like,
reality though.
You have time to like sit and try to worry and make sure that you made sure I knew what emotional intelligence was and knew what vulnerability looked like and all of that. You ain't had time for all of that. You was figuring it out, especially because growing up, you had no choice.
Right.
But to make stuff happen, but to make sure everything was taken care of. So then when you started raising us, it's like you had no choice but to make sure you was taking care of stuff. So you weren't even thinking about making sure I saw what a healthy emotional
We just gotta make it happen.
Like.
We just
Exactly.
gotta make it happen.
So, like, when I said I never seen either one of my parents cry, for me growing up, I didn't like showing emotion for real because I didn't think that was normal. Even when I felt it, and like I felt it welling up, like I would just suppress it because I was like, well, I ain't never seen either one of them cry. So when I say the wall was like a steel wall, like this wall that I had up took so long for me to really like chip away at.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't get until probably like a year or two ago where I was just like, this is exhausting.
It is.
I will say one thing that my mom saved me from, like, as far as like mentally being able to deal with things. Like when I started to come, I don't know, boys are kind of different. Like, but when I started to just feel like I'm becoming a man, I've just like, and it happens early, like middle school, like literally, you know, like when you starting to have your own identity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She just was like, I know you're gonna be going through things and you can come tell me whatever, and you know how that works. You know, it's like with your parents, and even when you have a really good relationship, it's still hard to just be like, this is everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she's just like, whatever you're going through, if you feel like you can't tell me, even if you do want to tell me, write it down. And that's what led me to music. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my therapy. Like, because I never wanted a diary, but so that's what led to the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
that makes sense.
First, I started to just write down, like, okay, this is what happened. This is what pissed me off. This is what I've been through today. And then it just turned into, first it was poetry. Then it turned into, like actually making music and doing stuff like that. But that was my therapy. And it still is to this day. It's just, that's how I deal with it. Like, if I can't, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm getting it out in some way. You know what I'm saying? Versus just trying to suppress it.
Yeah.
Because holding it in be worse than anything. And I don't think God would send me an emotional partner because I have an emotional daughter. She is so emotional and I'm not. So it's like sometimes when she has a breakdown, I'm just like, what is it?
What's going on?
Like, what is that? And I think, too, I also hold it in because she's so emotional. So I have to let her have her moment, which she's going to have her moment either way because she's 4. But it's just like, you cool woman, and then, first of all, I said toddlers are toxic.
Man.
It's too much. But, and I feel like I had a breakdown the other day because I came to work. It was on a Tuesday, so she has dance on Tuesday. So I came to work. I took her to dance, rushing and getting through traffic. Sat there for an hour. Had to go back in because that hour goes by so quick. Then I got to figure out what she's going to eat. Then we got to get home and do bath time. Then she's talking and this and that and the other. And it's like, please just stop. So I was just sitting in the car by myself and I just broke down because I'm like, this is every day. I get up, I go to the gym, I go to work, be a mom. She's talking. I have to talk to somebody all day. It's a whole... So I call her daddy like, please, come get her. I just need a second. I just need one night to not hear anybody talking, to
That's
not have
real,
to
though.
rush anywhere. Like, I just need a night. I said, and then she can come home tomorrow, and then you can pick up on your day. But it was just like, I think I have them every now and again because I do hold it in all the time. Because it's like, when do I have time to do all that crying? So I just hold it in. And then when it's time for it to come out, it comes on out. But, God's not going to send me both. He's on
Too much.
It's too much.
I don't think I could do it.
I can't.
Not like crying like every time you feel like, come on, Sam. Now I do want you to like be able to show your vulnerability and be comfortable, but I don't cry every time like I feel an emotion or an urge to cry. So the fact that you would,
I experienced it once.
did you?
And I didn't know what to do.
She didn't call this man's mama like.
I didn't know what to do.
What you do when it happened?
I just held my arms out for me to hug him because I didn't know what to say. You know, I'm not really a
Don't say you ain't affectionate.
She's not.
I
You
am,
don't know
but
what to
I'm
do when I'm
not.
crying.
No, I don't. And
That's
I think
a different stuff with your partner,
hugged you
though.
once, like when you were crying.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do it a little bit more now, but
You need a hug? I can see.
that's it. But I didn't know what to do because I didn't know at that moment that he was gonna break down.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like a all the time
Yeah.
thing.
No,
Oh, okay.
and that one time threw me, so I was like,
And they
okay,
say
he's
that-
crying.
No, okay, he's crying.
I'm like,
Like a breakdown cry? Like,
yeah, it was like a
Oh,
breakdown.
I hope.
So I didn't know what to do.
Just go hold on.
That's all I could do because I didn't have no words.
It might have been all he needed at the
That's it. And I was just like, I got your back. Like, and that's all. And I think it took all I had to say was that I had his back, which I did. But what else was, I didn't know what else to say.
I'm
That's
sure
me
he
all the time.
appreciates it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just like, whoa, it's caught me off guard.
Looking at him, are you crying? I can
No,
see that now.
I
You
was
crying?
just like,
She thought it.
my eyes got a little big. But it was all good. We was close after that, so it was cool. Cause I didn't judge. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
ask why he was crying. So it was cool. It wasn't too bad. Now who is it?
I don't know.
Susie. It was all right.
Brenda's like, who is that? But
Hilarious.
no, I don't know. Have I had a partner break down on me?
Mm-hmm.
Look at me, Megan.
Mm-hmm.
It was somebody at the door, y'all. I was
What she say?
something about the bathroom sink. I don't know. Did we leave something in there?
I don't know.
Who knows? But yeah,
Oh, your
I ain't
jewelry?
never had like a Yep, that's me. I'm stapling or something. Had an emotional, like a really emotional partner, but I would appreciate an emotionally intelligent partner, like somebody that could really like verbalize their feelings to me instead of me like being lost all the time on how you felt about some stuff
Mm-hmm.
or what was going on with you. Like,
And let's
What
understand
about all
each
the
other.
times you don't want to talk? And he's like all so emotionally intelligent. Like how y'all want to do? Like, nah, we're gonna talk about this.
I don't say it all the time.
I'm not that person.
Oh, okay.
It takes me about 35 business days.
I
back
do
to-
want to talk, but I want to talk when
You ready?
we can have like a civil conversation about it
Mhm.
and we can actually hear each other.
Right.
Because if in the heat of the moment, one of us aren't able to like
Mm-hmm.
really verbalize what we're talking about, or we know that it's going to escalate to a point that it don't need to, let's just take a beat and we can come back to this.
In 3 days.
3 days?
Days,
No, now that's too long.
That's how I be sometimes.
3 days?
Because
I'm gonna be mad.
I'm
That's gonna make you even more mad.
Yes, because why does it take you that long? Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Well, at least tell me something like I'm still processing or something. Like, give me
I ain't even gonna do
something.
that.
But don't like give me the silent treatment for 3 days.
Ooh,
I'm real mad at that point.
I'm working on it.
That's crazy.
Work in progress.
You gonna do the same thing? 3 days?
Nah, but I mean, I have though. So, like I said, I'm working on it too.
It just
Are you a long texter?
Call me.
call me.
Even you can FaceTime me. Call me. Do whatever. Like,
Bruh.
then you're gonna be mad if I don't. You know, now we.
Darius
Yeah,
Darius is
bad,
gonna send back
like-
2 words.
Nah,
You're
I'm
gonna
not
be
gonna do
pissed
that. I'm
off.
just gonna call you because why are we sending these monologues like?
Because maybe that's the only way that she can really get out everything that she needs
That's
to say.
like I communicate.
If you gotta save the text message in the note and then send it, that's too long. It's extremely too long.
Did you watch our podcast?
No, I'm just. That's just. I guess it's my experience with women because I'm just.
I feel attacked.
I'm just. If you gotta put it in
That's
the note,
crazy.
that's just too long.
Well, first of all, I'm trying to make sure ain't no grammatical errors because
Wait.
I need you to. You're not gonna call me out on that. But 2, I want to make sure that I'm getting my point across. So then I'm gonna send it. But I told Deanna, that I have graduated from the long text because I already know y'all won't read all of it.
But look, then we don't know how you saying it. Now I gotta interpret it. Now I'm just Cause
I told her I graduated because I went back and read some of them, and I was like.
But then and then look, it gets me to where I respond to the wrong stuff in the message. Like I didn't read it the wrong way. It's like, so you ain't see none of this. I'm like, all right, see what I'm saying? You should have just called.
You're right.
Okay.
But why can't I send you the text and then we talk about it on the phone?
Cause then I gotta read it. Now you gonna get mad if I didn't go read it. And then when you call me and I didn't hit the point, one of the points that you had in the message, like
so you ain't read the part
yeah. Now we at a whole nother argument. So
just forget it. I'll call you in a couple days.
Yeah, the long text
She's
don't
not
work.
even gonna care no more. In a few days.
No, I'm over it at that point.
Yeah.
Shoot.
You not, but I am. I already said what I had to say.
I'm like,
You ain't never gonna get over it. I don't care how long it take you to talk about it, huh?
I might.
Deanna gonna bring it up next year.
Mm-hmm.
You remember
She ain't letting it go.
No.
I be trying.
No, you don't.
I'm a work in progress.
So you sending long text messages too?
Nah.
She's a gangster.
So what do you do?
I'm not sending like long messages anymore. First of all, I'm gonna text Mel first. What do I say?
Not you gonna text her first.
Text
man.
That's because I'm the logical friend.
Yeah, make sure it's right because I'm a blue.
Yeah, her shit is
Depending
gonna
on
sound
the
like she's
situation.
coming at your jugular.
Wow.
Depending on the situation, I'm probably gonna go off. So I'm gonna calm down a little bit.
I think your first instinct be to go off.
So you need Mel to bring you to your senses.
I'm going to type up the message and be like, read this and tell me how it sounds.
I'll be like, don't send it.
She be like, don't send it. And I'm like, okay, maybe I need to calm down a little more.
She need a business day or two.
Yeah. So
yeah,
but I'm not gonna send a long text. I'm probably gonna go ghost. Yeah.
That's on. See, you got to be the right one, right? You got to be the right person, because if the woman go ghost on me, we just gonna be Ghostbusters.
That's it.
Yeah, we just. I guess we ain't talking about it.
We not.
Like,
and then I don't be breaking contact, so it's all bad.
What you mean?
Like you go ghost. Like if I didn't text you something, or we had you know what I'm saying, and it's you supposed to respond and you don't. It's no telling when we gonna talk. It's just no telling. Like
the other person is gonna have to break the ice.
Yeah, you're gonna have to break contact.
That's
for sure. Because what did you not respond for? What did you just go ghost for?
And see, I don't like when I meet my match.
Yeah.
I don't like it because why you ain't hit me up?
Why
I know it's
you
been a
not
couple days,
texting
but
me?
why would you not do it? You sitting there waiting for them to hit you up and
You seen it's been hours since you texted me. I'm not gonna double text you.
I'll be deep in work somewhere.
I
ain't even thinking about it no more. Like yeah, like so.
You done made up all types of scenarios in your head of what he's doing, and he is just not worried about it at all.
I'm playing chess.
I'm working out, and I'm not even switching up none of my routine. I'm still going to the gym at 6 a.m.
That's hilarious, and she over stressed.
Hey,
mad. That's crazy. We do that all the time.
I'm working on it though. Mel told me I need to get myself together and put my pride aside.
Yeah.
You got to put the pride aside.
Got to.
Both of y'all can't be.
It's rough. It's rough.
Relationships is rough, period.
I swear. I said that's why we talk about it so much on the podcast, because even if you're not in relationship, like a romantic relationship, you still in relationship with people, like just in life in general. So it's always going to be something that you're working on as far as like communication goes.
She definitely makes me communicate.
You have to. I had to get better with it, especially like having employees and stuff. Like you have to be clear. You got to set expectations. You have to be, because I'm laid back. So
well, you got to do it. It's just us.
Oh my goodness. Well, y'all don't have to worry about that. See,
Yes,
y'all
we do. I'll be like, listen, your attitude was trash today. Threw off the whole energy.
Right. It may throw it off that day. What I learned when you truthful with people like that, it may throw it off that day, and then they realize like, my attitude was really bad that day.
Yeah, like she'll tell me like why, and then we'll figure it out, and then we'll be good after that. But yeah, it's always something to talk about. For sure.
Can it?
We like figure it out. Okay.
Silence.
I can't believe you be going ghost like that, Dan. I really can't.
I mean, like if it's a long term situation, I'm not gonna go ghost. But if it's like short term, then I'll probably disappear.
And then be mad if you don't hear from me.
Be mad. Yeah, it's my fault. That's a little toxic, ain't it?
That's a little bit.
Or she'll want some. I feel like we both do it sometimes, but she'll want the other person to do something or react a certain way or respond to something a certain way, but she refuses to do that with them. So if she's looking for them to,
And she know you what you saying is true.
because I'll be like, well, why don't you just text them? Like if you,
Crickets.
yeah, she'd be like, well, I mean, I guess I could. Girl, you just gonna sit over and mad.
Work in progress.
Work in progress.
That's her cop out I'm seeing now. She's just like, yeah, work in progress. Whatever.
I ain't worked on nothing.
Man, you've been doing this.
I have actually.
She has.
I've been doing good. Because I'll think about it real hard, and I'll just be like, let me just go on and send my message. So I've been doing all right. Now, when it gets to being too funny, then
She was like, because we had a talk the other day. She said, yeah, after I talked the other day, I was pissed. Why? She said, I was just real mad. I had to go home and go to bed. I said, well, what did I say?
It was nothing you said. It was just the conversation in general. And I just had to put my pride to the side.
At least she voiced it to you. She could have just been carrying that and not even said nothing.
Yeah, she's done that before.
And I've done my duty.
She's guilty of that too.
What?
Been mad and I ain't know. And then she came to the shop and ain't say a word to me.
Yeah, I
So
text
you
her,
don't
like,
be
the next
mad.
day.
I'll be mad, but I'm going to tell her.
You ain't even gonna let it go, let it slide a little bit. You gonna say something right then and there.
It might not be right then. Like, I might let the whole day go by or something. And then, like, at the end of the day, be like, you really hurt my feelings, man.
No, oh my goodness, that one kills me.
And then she be like, I thought about that.
She's so.
So you know you was wrong
Not I thought about that.
Or she'd be like, I figured I did. So you just wasn't gonna say nothing, just gonna let me be over here mad in my feelings?
I texted her one day after she made me mad the next day. And I was like, I sent her this long message. She was like, girl, you don't get off my phone.
And not the long message person telling
It was childish.
you wasn't entertaining it, basically.
No. Because why would you be that mad? She was pregnant, though. She got a pass. But she was livid.
Pregnant emotions is a whole nother story.
Yeah.
She was hot. I couldn't help it, though. Because I was like, I know you lying.
Girl. We balance each other out, though. For sure. That's my
Y'all
dog.
got y'all little super team. Just y'all two.
Listen, because can't nobody else come in.
Listen, working with other people, I came from a salon of 16 to just 2. And that, I wouldn't trade that for anything.
So how long y'all been just y'all two together working?
We going on 7 years.
Oh, y'all deep in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations to y'all.
Thank you. It'll be 7 years in August.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a long time.
But yeah, we ain't never got into it. We don't argue for real. We know each other's triggers kind of at this point. We know when one of us is just having an off moment. And we just
talk about it later.
Yeah. But outside of that, like, we good.
Keywords, you want to go get margaritas?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's gonna fix everything, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit. You trying to eat?
Hey. One of the two is gonna make it better.
One of
I
them.
was thinking the same thing.
So how is it dealing with y'all clients and stuff? Like how is that? Or do y'all have like a lot of the same clientele over the 7 years that y'all been doing it, and they kind of used to y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, we done had to fire a few. Few fired us.
But it hasn't been.
That's how it is, though. That's the nature of the business.
It hasn't been. I feel like it hasn't been as bad for us as it has been for a lot of other stylists as far as clients go and dealing with bad clients. Like, thankfully, God has really sent us a pretty solid clientele with good energy.
Right.
They don't really give you no pushback on pricing and all.
And that's why I was gonna ask you. Did they ever get in the chair, then they let you do the whole hairdo, and they be like, I don't like this. Is not what I asked for. I don't like this.
That happen.
Cause that would blow me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, no, you didn't let me sit here and do this whole.
She let me spend 4 hours on her and text me when she left.
All these mirrors in here.
Hold on. When she left.
When she left,
you saw your hair before you left.
She want her money back.
Nah, she took it down. And she can't. I told her she'd come back and get cause I'm not really like one of those. One, I was like, you should have told me while you was here. We could have fixed it right then. And it was what she asked for, mind you. We could have fixed it while you was here. But why would you let me get through 4 hours?
4 hours is crazy.
That's what I'm thinking, but.
And then you took it. I was like, just when you take it down, just come back. We can do something this quick, like an hour worth of time. Because most stuff takes about an hour. But we're not spending another 4 hours.
Nah, that's crazy.
I was just like, child.
Too much.
I had somebody leave me a bad review one time, and she lied in the whole. I was like, for real. But it was just because it was the weekend, it was my off day. I had did her hair super simple style. And she claimed that she had like some hair sticking out. And I was like, send me a picture. And it was like 2 flyaway pieces of braid hair that she could have just snipped with some scissors. And I like told her that. And she was like, she tried to get smart. And I was like,
Mel don't be having it. Mel is not having it.
Because we don't have to do all of it.
We're not going back and forth.
I don't like the whole back and forth. If you want to go on social media and blast me and do all of it, especially if I done told you what you could do or what I could do to remedy the situation. And because it's not the solution that you was looking for, you wanted to come back in and have me do the style over, and I wasn't doing that. Especially on my off day. Girl, no. And so I told her what to do. I told her what her options was. I was like, well, I'll be back in the shop on such and such a day. She ain't want to wait that long. So then she got on my site and left this lie of a review. And I was like, we're not doing that. Especially when all the other reviews.
It's right.
Like, come on.
It's like I said, I mean, people are people. So it's always going to be at least one person.
Yeah. I don't go back and forth with people. Because when people want to go back and forth with you, they looking for an argument. And I'm not doing all of that. But outside of that, we got some pretty dope clients. Love what I do. Love what I do. Y'all, this has been a great episode. I love hearing about what you do because, like I said, we don't hear a whole lot of Black men doing it. And to see, like, you light up talking about it, you can tell you really love it.
No, for real. I mean, this helped change my life and my family's life. And I don't know, I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. I mean, I didn't work so many different jobs and tried to, start so many different businesses and do so many different things to actually do it and be successful. My first time trying it. So, I just very thankful. When it take you so long to do something and you go through so many things in the process, like you just super grateful. Like,
yeah,
that's dope. I like it.
I love it. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
No, like I said, thank y'all for the invite for sure.
For sure. Tell the people where they can find you if you want them to find you.
Well, like I said, you'll be able to find us downtown here in May. But right now we're still located on 18th and Muhammad Ali. 1800 West Muhammad Ali, Suite 2E. So we're upstairs. There's like a barbershop. There's a barbershop downstairs and a soul food restaurant, Sweet Peaches on the corner there. But we're right upstairs in the offices, so we can be located there. If anyone has any questions or would like to reach out to me, I can be contacted via email at humblewaycare@gmail.com. Yeah. So those are the two ways you can contact me.
Y'all heard the man.
Get
So,
on it.
once y'all find him, if y'all need his services or you know somebody that does need his services, then contact him or go up to the building and do the things.
Or even if you you do this kind of work and you happen to see this online and you like, you looking for an agency to join or you looking to pick up, full-time or part-time work, definitely reach out to me.
Dope.
Hey,
Reach out, y'all.
that's right.
And then head to our channel and subscribe.
Period.
Definitely.
Because you ain't gonna know if you don't subscribe.
You sure ain't. And We Them Girls on YouTube, We Them Girls Podcast. And on Instagram and TikTok, We Them Girls Pod. And if you got any questions, comments, concerns, you want to promote your business on the podcast, hit us up in our email at wethemgirls.pod@gmail.com. And let us know. We can work something out.
Y'all know we good for it.
Y'all know we good for it. Y'all know the people love us and our podcast, so come on over. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Audio Wednesday, visual Thursday. We love y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network. Confirmed.